Hello, dear viewers, and welcome to Royal Telly. I'm your host, Chloe. This channel is dedicated to celebrating and supporting the incredible work of the Sussexes. We're here to discuss, to understand, and to appreciate. Today, we're delving into a narrative that's been making headlines: the clash and overlap of the royal brothers' events. But remember, the media often paints a picture that's far from the truth. As we dive deeper into the matter, we'll see that things aren't always as they seem. Let's tackle the headlines head on. You've seen them, the clash and overlap between the royal brothers. But let's peel back the layers, shall we? When you do, you'll see that the narrative of competition falls completely apart. This narrative revolves around Prince Harry's trip to Canada for deeply personal Remembrance Day events, which just so happens to coincide with Prince William's high-profile Earthshot Prize Week in Brazil. The way the tabloid media are framing this is both predictable and, sadly, dishonest. Here are the facts, and they're crystal clear. Prince Harry's events, planned nearly a year ago, are at the invitation of the phenomenal charity True Patriot Love Foundation. The date of the flagship dinner is set by the charity, not by the Duke of Sussex. And yes, his team did inform the royal communications teams of his plans well in advance. This is not a man trying to overshadow anyone. This is a man honoring his lifelong, deeply held commitment to his fellow veterans and the Canadian Armed Forces. Let's delve deeper into that commitment. Prince Harry is a former captain in the British Army who deployed twice to Afghanistan. His visit is a continuation of that legacy. He's focused on military charities, meeting veterans from World War II and the Korean War at the Sunnybrook Health Sciences Center, and raising money for the Halo Trust, a landmine clearing charity that follows in the footsteps of his late mother, Princess Diana. This is about genuine, consistent service, particularly during the solemn period of Remembrance Tide. Now, let's look at the spin. When the timing of the announcement is questioned, the real reason comes to light. Because Prince Harry and Meghan Sussex are no longer afforded the same level of security as working royals. Their security advisors dictate a narrower, last-minute window for publicizing engagements. Yet the critics conveniently ignore this crucial security reality to push the narrative of conflict. It's despicable. Contrary to the media's portrayal, this is not an attempt to overshadow anyone. Prince Harry is simply honoring his commitments and serving those he cares about deeply. Prince Harry's dedication to his fellow veterans and the Canadian Armed Forces is unmistakable. This is a man who is no stranger to the call of duty. His military career, which saw him rise to the rank of captain in the British Army, included 2 deployments to the front lines of Afghanistan. His service is a testament to his unwavering commitment and dedication, a commitment that didn't end when he hung up his uniform. The purpose of his visit to Canada is a clear continuation of this legacy. Invited by the esteemed charity, the True Patriot Love Foundation, Prince Harry's itinerary was filled with engagements focusing on the military community. His work with military charities, both at home and abroad, has been a cornerstone of his royal duties, and he continues to champion these causes even now. He met with veterans from World War II and the Korean War at the Sunnybrook Health Sciences Center, a poignant reminder of the sacrifices made by those who served before him. These interactions, these stories of bravery and resilience, are the threads that tie together the tapestry of military service, a tapestry that Prince Harry is a part of. His support for the Halo Trust, a landmine clearing charity that his late mother, Princess Diana, was a staunch advocate for, speaks volumes about his dedication. This isn't just about following in his mother's footsteps. It's about carrying on her legacy of service, of making a tangible difference in the lives of those affected by the scourge of landmines. Prince Harry's actions, his commitment to the military community, his support for charities that aim to better the lives of those who have served, all of this paints a picture of dedication. This isn't about headlines or publicity. This is about genuine, heartfelt service. This is about honoring a commitment to his fellow veterans, to the Canadian Armed Forces, and to the causes that he holds dear. Prince Harry's actions demonstrate his unwavering commitment to service. This is a man who understands the meaning of duty, a man who continues to serve, not because he has to, but because he wants to. This is the true heart of service, and Prince Harry embodies it in every sense of the word. But what about the media spin? Let's examine the reality. Is it really a clash of royal agendas, or is it a simple matter of security dictating the timing of public announcements? Well, the answer is not as sensational as the tabloids would have you believe. In truth, the timing of the announcement of Prince Harry's visit to Canada was dictated by security considerations. As non-working royals, Prince Harry and Meghan Sussex are no longer afforded the same level of security as their counterparts. This reality necessitates a narrower, last-minute window for publicizing their engagements. Yet, the critics conveniently ignore this critical aspect to further their narrative of conflict. It's a low blow, even for the tabloids. The fact that Prince Harry's team even offered to share his schedule in advance to avoid any perceived conflict speaks volumes about his character. This was not a calculated move, as some critics would suggest, but a gesture of respect and transparency. The critics would have you believe that this is all a grand scheme to overshadow Prince William's Earthshot event. But that couldn't be further from the truth. The dates for Prince Harry's events were set by the charity True Patriot Love Foundation almost a year ago. And let's not forget, his team informed the royal communications teams of his plans well in advance. The narrative of conflict is a manufactured one, ignoring the realities of security and respect. It's a spin that takes the focus away from the real issue at hand. The dedication and commitment of Prince Harry to the armed forces community and the phenomenal work of the charity he was there to support. So let's not get caught up in this whirlwind of sensationalism and deceit. Let's focus on the facts, the truth, and the reality of the situation. Because at the end of the day, it's not about the spectacle. It's about service. And Prince Harry's service to the armed forces community is unwavering and unparalleled. The narrative of conflict is a manufactured one, ignoring the realities of security and respect. While the media focuses on the spectacle, let's not lose sight of true service. In an era where flash and spectacle often take precedence over substance, it's vital to remember the genuine and tangible actions that truly make a difference. Prince Harry and Meghan Sussex have consistently demonstrated this through their sincere commitment to service. Their brand isn't built on grand gestures and photo ops, but on authentic support and involvement in causes they deeply care about. Take, for instance, their unwavering dedication to the armed forces community. This isn't a commitment that springs from obligation or duty. Instead, it stems from a place of profound respect and recognition for the sacrifices that these brave individuals make. Prince Harry, being a former captain in the British Army, understands this more than most, and his actions reflect this understanding. His connection with Toronto, the city that hosted the Invictus Games, is another testament to his enduring commitment. The Invictus Games, an international adaptive multi-sport event for wounded, injured, or sick armed services personnel, were not just a sporting event. They signified a deep bond, a shared understanding, and a mutual respect between Prince Harry and the veterans who participated. And let's not forget their visit to Canada. Meeting with the veterans who represent the very soul of the Commonwealth was not just a formality. It was a demonstration of the Sussexes' dedication to those who've served their countries with courage and honor. The media may divert our attention with the spectacle of Prince William's Earthshot event in Rio. And yes, that is important work. But let's not let the glitz and glamour overshadow the quiet, significant work that's being done far from the spotlight. Prince Harry's service, his dedication to the veterans, his commitment to the armed forces community, and his deep connection with Toronto through the Invictus Games aren't just a part of his public persona, they are integral to his identity. Prince Harry's service, far from the spotlight, exemplifies his true royal identity. In the midst of all the noise, the truth stands clear. We've peeled back the layers of sensational headlines and media spin to expose the facts. Prince Harry's trip to Canada was not a calculated move to overshadow his brother, but a deeply personal, long-planned commitment to honor the veterans he holds dear. His work with the True Patriot Love Foundation and the Halo Trust is an extension of his unwavering dedication to the armed forces community, a legacy that traces back to his service as a captain in the British Army. The narrative of competition between the royal brothers crumbles under scrutiny. Instead, we see two princes committed to their individual causes. Prince William advancing environmental efforts with the Earthshot Prize in Brazil, and Prince Harry continuing his heartfelt service in Canada. Both are crucial. Both are commendable. The real conflict is not between the brothers, but between the truth and the spin. The critics ignore the realities of security and scheduling for non-working royals, instead opting to feed into discord. But we must not lose sight of the genuine, consistent service that defines Prince Harry and Meghan Sussex, which is palpably present throughout their Canada trip. Thank you for joining us today on Royal Telly. We hope this discussion has shone a light on the truth behind the headlines. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more insightful discussions. Until next time, I'm your host, Chloe, signing off.